Shocking mistakes killing your likelihood of success. A cowboy named Bud was overseeing his herd in a remote mountainous pasture in California when suddenly a brand new BMW advanced towards him out of a cloud of dust. The driver, a young man in a Brioni suit, Gucci shoes, Ray-Ban sunglasses, and YSL tie, leaned out the window and asked the cowboy, "If I tell you exactly how many cows and calves you have in your herd, will you give me a calf?" Bud looked at the man, obviously a yuppie, then looks at his peaceful grazing herd and calmly answers, "Sure, why not?" Shocking mistakes killing your likelihood of success. The yuppie parks his car, whips out his Dell notebook computer, connects it to a singular RAZR V3 cell phone, and surfs to a NASA page in the internet where he calls a GPS satellite to get an exact fix on his location, which he then feeds into another NASA satellite that scans the area in ultra-high resolution photo. The young man then opens the digital photo in Adobe Photoshop and exports it to an image processing facility in Hamburg, Germany. Within seconds, he receives an email on his Palm Pilot that the image has been processed and the data stored. He then accesses an MS SQL database through ODBC connected Excel spreadsheet with email on his BlackBerry, and after a few minutes receives a response. Finally, he prints out a full-color 150-page report on his high-tech miniaturized HP laser jet printer, turns to the cowboy and says, "You have exactly 1,586 cows and calves." "That's right." "Well, I guess you can take one of my calves," said Bud. He watches the young man select one of the animals and looks with amusement as the young man stuffs it into the trunk of his car. Then Bud says to the young man, "Hey, if I can tell you exactly what business is that will you give me back my calf?" The young man thinks about it for a second and says, "Sure, okay, why not?" "You're a congressman for the U.S. government," says Bud. "Wow, that's correct," says the yuppie. "But how did you get that?" "No guessing required," answered the cowboy. "You showed up here even though nobody called you. You want to get paid for an answer I already knew to a question I never asked. You used $1 million worth of equipment trying to show me how much smarter they are than me, and for that matter, you don't know a thing about how working people make a living, or about cows for that matter. This is a herd of sheep. Now give me back my friggin' dog." Just like companies have market value, so do people. In the simplest terms, your market value increases by knowing and doing more. Knowledge is power, not only for your career, but also to improve your family and spiritual life. I once heard a quote that sums it up well. "Knowledge is like climbing a mountain. The higher you reach, the more you can see and appreciate." You know, I love stories because for me, they can bring an idea to life. Making money online doesn't have to be difficult or expensive. What if there's an online franchise marketing system that gives you step-by-step, paint-for-numbers instructions on how to build an online income? We've created a way to help anyone make money from home. After years of research, we've created a franchise-style online marketing system with step-by-step instructions. You'll be able to follow simply by following instructions on videos learning how to build a solid income online. Now click the image below and watch the video with my friend Kevin. It really works. This is Vince Pangori, and I gotta tell you, if I can do it, I know you can too.